What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. Hope everybody's having an excellent summer. Rookies report next week. Veterans report in like 2 weeks. So training camp is right around the corner. I know the Jets announced their public practices, and most of them are sold out already, which is great to see. The excitement among the fan base. The green and white scrimmage at MetLife, we'll probably go to that and tailgate and have some fun. So, and thank you to everybody that's been watching all the fan interviews. If you want to be on one, please just contact me. TalkJetsRadio@gmail.com. I'll be happy to interview you. A lot of them are really fascinating to see, your life as a Jets fan. Also, I want to thank Ryan and also Matt for coming on, doing interviews, the training camp previews. It's been a lot of fun. I have some very special guests lined up over the next week or so stay tuned for that. So today I'm browsing through Twitter and I'm like, you never know what to expect. And there's this little blurb about Zach Wilson. How Zach Wilson, who used to be a workaholic, is now getting lazy and he's going to too many games and he's being too public and too social. And there's kind of questioning about his work ethic in the offseason. Can you be any more lazy? What a narrative is that? And this comes from Tiki Barber on WFAN, who I actually like Tiki. I respect his football insight. He's very eloquent. He's intelligent. Says a lot of really good things. But this take on Zach Wilson is so uninformed. Look about it. First of all, going into mandatory minicamp, everybody's praising Zach Wilson for all the weight he's put on, the muscle he's put on, how much in better shape he is, how much more physical he looks. So that right there is work ethic in terms of committing to improving his body for his sophomore season. Secondly, all these, a lot of these get-togethers he's doing, the games he's going to, are with teammates. As a second-year quarterback, you want to see him, grow with his teammates, emerge as a leader, develop chemistry, establish camaraderie, all these different things. Furthermore, while Tiki Barber's talking about this, they just had a camp out with Wayne Gretzky in Idaho, where he's working with all his teammates there and doing more team bonding. So this take, I know it's I guess it's like low-hanging fruit. When in doubt, pick on the Jets and scrutinize something and create callers and create any kind of traffic to your station. But that about Zach Wilson's ridiculous. I mean, the kid's a film rat. If you watch Flight 2022, you can see all the film study he's doing, the commitment he has to his game and to his team. I don't think work ethic or anything else right now is a question with Zach Wilson. The only question you have is what kind of step is he going to take in year two? And that's about it. So I'm so tired of these takes against the Jets, man. It's lazy, it's unfortunate, and hopefully they win some games this year and that all changes. The other big story, obviously, is Mekhi Becton, which, it's a fascinating topic because there's a portion of that fan base that is so hell-bent behind him that no matter what you hear about him, they don't believe it. They're like, he's going to come back, start, and dominate. But there's too many stories where there's questions about his weight, that he was 395, 400 pounds, mandatory minicamp. He's still got a lot of weight to lose prior to reporting. So in terms of my level of panic or concern, I say it's mild, where it's I'll wait till training camp comes, they all report, and he can't practice. If that's the case, it becomes a problem. If it's for a prolonged period of time, it becomes a bigger problem. Until then, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, listen, maybe when he reported to mandatory minicamp, he wasn't where he wanted to be, but he still had 5 weeks to get there. So, it's an interesting situation because meanwhile, you have George Fant who's looking for a new contract. So is he going to get a contract as a left tackle or a right tackle? Starting left tackles make a lot of money. So Joe Douglas is probably playing the waiting game, saying, let's see what Becton is first. Let's see how the competition plays out, then hand out the money. Doesn't have to be a crazy contract in terms of years, but a 2-year extension at a legit amount of money is probably what's next for George Fant. And you can't blame him. I mean, he's a very good ambassador. He's a leader. He is that Joe Douglas type of player in terms of how he bailed them out last year, how he handles himself on and off the field. So definitely something to keep an eye on. Other than that, I mean, the Becton story is going to be big. Zach Wilson stuff is ridiculous. Other than that, I mean, it's about getting to camp, everybody healthy, everybody staying out of trouble, and then it's the return of Carl Lawson. It's, that's the excitement. To me, there's so many young, bright personalities and so much young talent that's coming into this team. I just can't wait to see him get on the field, get after it, and just mold and develop together. And then you see how it progresses throughout training camp. I still think that the roster is going to be tinkered with. I would still look for a backup tackle, especially with this uncertainty surrounding Becton. I look for a backup linebacker, whether it's Quan Alexander. I'd probably look for a safety as well. And I understand that probably if you're a veteran free agent right now, you're not going to sign a contract now. You'd rather wait till training camp starts, see if any injuries happen, and you may make more money. So that's something that Joe Douglas will probably do as things get closer to camp or into camp. But those are 3 areas that I would definitely check out. So thank you for watching all the videos and everything like that. We'll be back to live streaming, probably next week, because we have news to talk about. We don't want to bore you stuff with like just nonsense. And I'll talk to you later.